Yo guys, what is up? Today we're talking about Amazon PPC, everything you need to know. Cue the intro. So today we're talking about Amazon PPC, what it is and how you can use it to sell more units of your product and to rank number one on your main keyword. So you're thinking about your product, you already launched it, maybe you launched it with PPC, I told you about that in my last video, but maybe you didn't. So your product is launched, maybe you got some reviews or you don't. It's better if you have at least 2 or 3 reviews, no matter how competitive your product is, because it is social proof that your product is good and that you can buy it and that other people bought it as well. So maybe start with 2 or 3 reviews on your product, and then you can head into your advertisement tab in the Seller Central, and you can start an Amazon PPC campaign. I will show you that in a minute on my PC, but I will talk you through that right now. You can start an Amazon PPC campaign, and there are 2 different main modes. You have automatic and you have manual. I would always suggest that you're running an automatic campaign no matter what, because Amazon is picking keywords you possibly don't know about and is presenting them to your customers, and is also showing your product on other product listings as a sponsored advertisement. So this is something you can't really do with the manual campaign, so you have to do it with the automatic one. So if you're starting out, start with an automatic campaign. You just click through, you select your product, you set your main bid, which could be $1 or it could be 75 cents. Usually I pay 50 cents for a click, but that's in euros, so maybe it's different in the US. Amazon PPC are the sponsored advertisements Amazon makes when you search for camping. You see different products that are popping up and it says sponsored above them, and those are the ones you can do with Amazon PPC. And you start out with the automatic campaign, as I said, and you go from there. You set a budget, like $20 a day, and you can just let it running. You will see sales after 1 or 2 days depending on your product listing, but you should see some sales, especially if you set the budget to $20, because that's really high. But you can possibly have a product which is higher priced than $100 or so, and then $20 budget for a PPC sell isn't that much. So, but you probably should see sales around the 1 or 2 day mark, because they will start immediately. The PPC campaign will start immediately and you will get shown on the search results. After around 5 days, I would suggest that you are going to do a search term report, and you can see all the different search terms that Amazon showed you listing for, and you can see the results. So you see I spent $5 on camping and I got 0 sales, so probably I should do a negative keyword for that. What is a negative keyword? A negative keyword is something you put up on Amazon, or you tell Amazon to not show your listing under certain keywords, because you know it better than Amazon. And you can give Amazon keywords that you're not going to show up for in the searches, so you will not be sponsored for those. And that was really good, because there are some. I can give you an exact example, because I don't want to tell you what products I'm selling, so they are not getting too competitive. But you know what I mean. There are some keywords you just know that they are not the thing you are selling, and they just don't get any results. So you put them on the negative keyword list. And you can choose between exact and phrase. So when you choose exact, people are typing in camping, and you choose exact as a negative keyword. If people are typing in camping, they will not get your product at all for that specific search term. But if they're searching for camping hammock, for example, they will get your result. If you are doing camping as a phrase, camping hammock will also not show results. So everything that includes camping will not be shown, or you will not be shown on this specific search term. So let's jump into my PC, and I'm going to show you a little bit how it looks and how you can set it up. So we're inside my PC right now, and as you can see, I already did go on advertising and the campaign manager, and then you can click a button called create campaign, and this is how you get to this page. I'm obviously an Amazon seller Central Europe because I'm selling in Europe. So you can give the campaign a name. You should be very careful how you name it, because if you have multiple campaigns, you will not find your campaign again, or you will lose track on what is what. So yeah, give it a right name. You can set a start and an end date. I usually do just a start and decide when I will end the campaign, or if I will end the campaign. And you can set a daily budget. It's in euros for me, but you will have it in dollars. Usually, if I start a product, I will go to around 20 to 30 euros. So $35 or less. And then you choose automatic targeting. You go to launch campaign, and then you can select your product. You will select an default bid. I will not show you that because I don't want to I don't want to show you my products right now. So you go to launch campaign, and then you will get to select the default bid, which you should set to around $1 possibly. Set it to around $1 because it doesn't really matter. Amazon is really bidding lower than you think. So if you have it to $1, you will definitely show up. You will sometimes have clicks that are expensive, but usually clicks are worth it. And so set it to $1 and you're good to go. So you can go to the campaign manager after that, after 5 days, and you go to a search term report, and then you can look at the different keywords, like I said in the beginning, and you can then select a manual targeting, and you can select on the next page the keywords you want to bid on and how much you want to bid on. And that's good for after your automatic campaign ran and you see, okay, I've got 5 sales from the keyword camping hammock yellow, and I want a bit more on this, so I'm getting shown more on the search results. So you're bidding more in the manual targeting. You go to the manual targeting, you put in your keyword, you put in camping hammock yellow, and then you can set the bid to 125 or to 150. And you will get shown more because you're bidding higher than your competitors, and yeah, this will bring you to the first page if your listing is relevant, and it bring you to the first page with the sponsored post. So that is really all you have to know to for Amazon PPC campaigns. Just start out with an automatic campaign, set the daily budget to something you are willing to spend, usually around $20 to $30 or more. If you have more, or if you want to launch like real quick, you can set it higher. But sometimes Amazon, or most of the times, Amazon does not really spend my daily budget. I set it really high, or for some products it's 50 euros, for some it's 70 euros, for some it's 100. And Amazon doesn't really have so much traffic in the Europe marketplace that it will show my ad often enough, so I can really be at the limit of my budget. So I really don't ever have 70 euros spent on one day or 50 euros spent on one day. It's usually on 20-25 euros per product, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. It depends on how much search traffic there really is for the product. So yeah, I think that's all you have to know. And if you like the video, I would be very grateful if you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my stuff, just sub and maybe hit the bell thingy so you get notifications when I post. And I will see you the next time.